Hello and welcome back to Ideally Simple Decor's channel. Today I am going to create some place settings, and these place settings are going to be done with this this glitter. This looks like a graphite type looking color. I am going to put stripes on these clear plates. These are glass plates. So I have a saucer and I have a plate. I'm going to use my faithful frog tape, and I'm going to take it and create a design. Frog tape across it, and here is my smaller tape. I'm going to put 2 strips across it, and let's see what we get. I'm going to use the Mod Podge on my plates to get the glitter to adhere to the surface of the plate, and I think I have another Mod Podge that I want to use. It's a finishing coat, and it's a high gloss. That Mod Podge is a little different from this one. What it does is it creates like a coating over top of your project, and that coating it feels like a little plastic kind of coating, but I will use this as the finishing for my project. And you don't have to use a lot of this, and this is a 1-coat finish. So let's get started in putting our glitter on our plate. Okay, this is like I was telling you before, this is a real fine glitter, and it's called extra fine. So they have so many different levels of glitter, but this is extra fine. It looks almost like dust. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put my Mod Podge on here, and then we're going to sprinkle our glitter on. So I've cleaned up my space, and it looks like just about all of the glitter, the fine glitter, goes right back into the container. That's why I like using napkins, paper towels. Paper towels are really good in catching the glitter and affording you the ability to put it back into the container. If you've got a large sheet, like let's say paper you use for wrapping up stuff when you're packing, that's just too big, and it's cumbersome to try to get it and be direct and put it back into your container. So use a paper towel. Easy way to do it. When you're doing it with the Mod Podge, it's best to use a sponge applicator. You can use a brush, but sponge applicators work so much better. And then if you can't get them clean and can't get them completely without the Mod Podge on it, you can always take the sponge off and use the handle for other projects. So we're going to let that dry, and we'll be back to put on the super gloss Mod Podge. All right, we're back with our saucer, and we're going to add the super gloss Mod Podge to it. Okay, what I've done is I've added the gloss to this without putting another layer of the Mod Podge over top of it. So I ended up getting a lot of the glitter inside my container. So next time what I'll do is I'll use something to pour my gloss in and then put it over it. But I put just the high gloss on top of the saucer, but I added another layer of the Mod Podge onto this, and when this dries, then I'll add the high gloss to this, and we'll see how that turns out, if it makes a difference. And it probably will, but we'll see. But there we go, we've got the high gloss on here, as smooth as possible, and it's not thick, so I've got it thinned out as much as I possibly can get it thinned out. and we'll see how that turns out. So let's let that dry. All right, we're back, and seems like everything is dry, but let's break off the excess of the plate. Now remember, on the plate I put more Mod Podge on here instead of the Mod Podge with the high gloss. I put the matted Mod Podge on here, and that's the plate. And let's do the saucer. Let's take the excess off the saucer. There's none on there, which means this, once you put this on, it seals it. You don't have to worry about your stuff coming off. As you see, nothing falls. All right, so here's our plate. I'm gonna put it in this white charger so we can see the design. Move that up out of the way. Alrighty, so put it in the white charger, and instead of putting our plate or a saucer like this, same direction as our plate, we're going to put it in the opposite direction. There we go. Now let's look at this. There we go. If you look at the plate, is really sparkly, and it seems like the saucer is really sparkly too, but I think the plate has more sparkle to it, don't you think? So I don't think that high gloss Mod Podge does any different. No, I don't think it does any different as far as giving it a higher gloss. I think that the Mod Podge, just putting a second layer on, does the job. So if you really look at the plate does really sparkles. And the saucer, look at that, that's gorgeous. That is just gorgeous. And the saucer is sparkly, but I think what happens with the other is that it puts a coating over it and keeps it from coming off. If you noticed, I put my plate in a charger, but when you are using this as part of your place setting, if you're not going to be using it for when you're eating on it or anything like that, you can set it like this. But when you want to use it as a place setting that you're going to be eating on, you can't, of course, eat on the plate itself, but you can use that plate as a charger. Set your plate, your dinner plate with your food on it inside of that. And then when it comes to the salad plate, do the same thing with your salad plate. Have a smaller salad plate and put it in there, or a bowl. So this setting is functional as well as decor for any place setting or table setting. Thank you for viewing my channel. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm on every Monday.